very warm welcome to Baneka Swasth India today on Mother's Day, where we have a special programming where we're going to be focusing on the importance of maternal bonds, what role do mothers play in society, and most importantly, honoring motherhood. We have a very special guest, Priyanka Raina, who's the co-founder of Maate. Thanks so much, Priyanka, for joining us today.
Hi, Ambika. Thank you so much for having me on your show today. It's a pleasure to be here with you, and it makes it extra special because we are celebrating all the mothers today. So I'm excited to have a conversation all about motherhood.
Priyanka, wishing you a happy Mother's Day as a mother of two young, beautiful children. You also started a Maate. What inspired you to start a brand specifically for kids?
So Maate is an all-natural, vegan, and sustainable brand which I started back in 2019. It's a brand which was born out of a quest of a mother, because when I became a mother myself, then I searched the market for products which I could trust, which I wanted to use for my own children, which were all natural, premium, and efficacious, I would say. And because I wanted to give something like that to my own children, I got really, really interested into this space. And I started digging into what it takes to make a product, what goes inside the product, and what are the ingredients which are really useful for children, what works, what does not work. So all that research, and I met with a lot of experts and researchers. So that got me really interested into this space, that I got very passionate about launching something. And since then, I have been using the brand for my own children. And I know this is something which has been created by a mother for all the mothers out there. So the journey has been very incredible.
Yeah, Priyanka, like you said, it's extremely important to ensure that what the children are using is good for them, is healthy for them. And also it's important for the environment. Today the world is talking about sustainable products, going plastic free. I think it's each one of our responsibility that, we keep all this in mind. But as a brand, how are you ensuring that Maate is sustainable? I mean, not only good for the baby, but also the environment.
So I think sustainability is a practice which every startup worldwide, and especially in India, has to kind of, adopt now. Because see, we are building a lot of wonderful brands, a lot of wonderful organizations, but at the same time, we have to keep in mind that the biggest gift we can give to our children is the planet, which is healthy and happily, you know. Helping the kids to grow healthy and happy. So as a responsible parent and as a responsible brand owner, I wanted to really take care of the sustainability factor in our brand. Coming from the segment of skincare, I would say certain aspects of it can be a little challenging. For example, the bottles which are used for cleanse range, so it has been used in your bathroom, in your shower, so you have to think of the safety of the baby as well. So it's not really possible to go completely glass. So as a brand, wherever possible, we use glass packaging, and we try reducing the usage of plastic in terms of any fillers or shrink wrap or any plastic tapes. And whatever little plastic we use, we try using 100% recyclable plastic. And we also try encouraging, as much as we can reuse. And we are also working on refill packs so that the usage of plastic is minimized.
As a mother and an entrepreneur, how do you strike a balance between self-care and the child's well-being?
I think being a mother, and all the mothers out there would resonate with me, it's that balancing is not easy. It's always a lot of juggling which is involved, and it's never really like you said it once and it's just done, because every day is a new day and every day is a new struggle. But I think once you become a mom, you also get the special talent of really, being in multiple places at the same time and taking care of a lot of things and multitasking. Balance hasn't always been easy, but at the same time, I think what has really helped me is to stay organized. So I try really start my day with making all my to-dos in time, prioritize what I can do, I cannot do. And at the same time, I really believe in planning things ahead in advance. And I think I have also become very good at saying no to things I just cannot accommodate, because my priority is my children, my family, my work, and my own well-being. So I really have to see what fits for me and what doesn't, because, if you're not happy yourself, if you're not healthy yourself, you cannot raise a happy and healthy family.
Absolutely, like you said, it's extremely important that women, I think, first of all, focus on themselves, not just physically, but also their emotional and mental well being. Priyanka, you also run the Gracia Raina Foundation, which aims at empowering women. How important is it to impart the right kind of knowledge at the right age on specific things like whether it's reproductive health, sexuality, gender? And tell us the work what the Gracia Raina Foundation has been doing. Also maternal health I was reading, adolescent health. So tell us the programs.
So Gracia Raina Foundation, I had launched right after I had given birth to my daughter, my first child, and it was indeed, I think after becoming a mother myself, I realized how difficult the whole journey of motherhood can be for a mother. She goes through so many changes mentally, physically, emotionally. So through the foundation, I wanted to come up with programs where I could really help these underprivileged women who do not have access to right healthcare or right information and knowledge sources. So through foundation, we launched this program called Maternal Health. We called it Every Mother. We started educating women into underprivileged areas in the villages, and even some programs in the prisons where we educated them about their health. Soon after that, we realized that in India, there were a lot of teenage pregnancies, young pregnancies, unwanted pregnancies. So it was very important for us to really, start working on a life cycle approach where we kind of educate these women way before they become pregnant. So that means as soon as, these young girls enter the adolescence age, that is when we wanted to, tap into this whole area of making them understand that how they can prepare their bodies. So indeed, it's very important that we start young. At the same time, it's also very important that our educational system start involving and start including such programs where young children are being educated about their bodies, about the mental and physical well-being, or all the changes they are going through. And at the same time, it's very important that parents have an open conversation with children at home, because we feel a lot of unknowns and a lot of confusion among children leads to a lot of issues later on. So we then added a program for adolescents and young girls to teach them about their bodies and what they can expect and why they're feeling a certain way, and if they're going through certain struggles, how they can reach out to the healthcare experts and even to their parents, how they can initiate the conversation. We spoke to them about bodily changes, emotional changes. We spoke to them about menstrual cycle, how you can handle the whole change in their body. At the same time, educating them about STDs, all sort of infections, cervical cancer. So all these problems, issues, and I think they need to be taken care of way before, at a very young age. And it's a collective responsibility of parents, the teachers, and I think the organizations to kind of implement this entire program.
What are the pulls and pressures of motherhood today, striking a balance between home as well as work, and also ensuring that our mental well being, physical health is taken care of?
So as I said, moms these days, there's just so much of pressure in terms of, everybody's wanting to do so much, and there's a big FOMO of not being, nobody wants to feel left out. Everybody wants to be involved and do more things. So mothers are pushing the boundaries and coming forward, trying to achieve their dreams at the same time, trying to balance at home. But it comes with a lot of added pressure. It comes with a lot of, um, you know, it's not easy to balance. So I think I would say that the new age families, what has really done wonders, that the partners now coming forward and backing you up. If I speak for myself, I mean, me and my husband, we both know that we have to be there for our children, so they are our first priority. At the same time, we really try backing each other up. So if I'm not there, he's there. If he's not there, I'm around. So that's how we kind of really try balancing it. And that's a big shift in the new families where the people really believe in equality. People are really believing in being there for each other and standing by each other. So that is kind of sorting out the whole situation, and things are moving in the right direction, I feel.
Priyanka, it's always a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Ambika, for having me on your show. It's been a pleasure having this chat with you about motherhood. And it's a very special day. We are celebrating Mother's Day. So I just want to wish all the mothers out there a very, very happy Mother's Day. And lastly, I just want to remind them to prioritize their health and focus on self care as well while you're doing so much for your baby and for your family. Please look after yourself as well.